Hello and welcome back to So You Got a Life Sci Degree. We're your hosts, Farida and Lisa, two life sci undergrad students trying to navigate our future careers. This is episode 15, the half birthday extravaganza. How are you doing today, Lisa?
I'm doing good. I have a bit of a life update. So I've recently been looking a little more into potential things for what to do after undergrad. And for various financial reasons, I'm now considering, maybe it wouldn't actually be too bad to do a master's since, with stipends and everything, it's not too different from just working a lab assistant job after undergrad because that doesn't pay much.
Mm-hmm.
And one thing I have wanted to do and have thought about doing is living in Vancouver for a couple of years just because I love the mountains and it's just so beautiful there.
And warmer.
I was thinking the weather might be nicer for me. It's hard to tell because it rains a lot.
Right.
So yeah, anyways, I'm considering they have like a cancer program there where it's just like a research master's, but it's a bit more like just cancer focused, which I think is kind of cool. And so because of this, I was thinking, okay, if I'm applying for this program like this fall, I think I want to visit Vancouver maybe just one time before I do that. I mean, it's not strictly necessary. Like it's just a couple of years. I would be down to go without visiting first, but if possible, maybe. And so I was talking to my parents and we were thinking maybe the coming reading week, so which would be like this October 2021, we might do a little trip there.
Ooh,
and so you know me,
so
like I got excited about it. I know I started like looking into things and I already told you a little bit about this, but I didn't go into enough detail. And so I'm going to tell you about these two tourist attractions that I found in Vancouver. Okay, are you ready? Okay, so the first one is called Capilano Suspension Bridge Park. And it's like this park that has a suspension bridge, but they also have like this thing called a treetops adventure. And it's not what you think it is. It's not that thing where they put you on like a chair and then zip you across like a zip line. It's not that. Well, I'll just let them describe it to you, okay? Treetops Adventure is one of the most popular experiences at Capilano Suspension Bridge Park and is the first venue of its kind in North America. It offers a squirrel's eye view of a thriving coastal forest. And so it's essentially just kind of a jungle gym maze. Like, those YouTube videos where people make mazes for their hamsters?
Yeah, it's that, but human size.
Yeah. It's kind of like that for humans. And it's completely true. Like, it really is a squirrel's eye view. Like, it's not a bird's eye view. They were very honest about that. It's kind of like if you imagine a tree as being, because this is Vancouver and it's like the forests are kind of old, so they're pretty tall.
Mhm.
You're about like mid-height of the tree.
Mhm.
So very, very appropriate for a squirrel, one might say. And yeah, basically that line alone is gonna make me go there, even though it's not very accessible and I don't know if I can really do it, but I'm gonna go there and we're gonna see what happens.
What if for our podcast episode during that time, the squirrel of the week is you?
I was actually thinking one of the questions that we were going to ask today could be who is more like a squirrel, but I thought that would be way too obvious of an answer. So yeah, definitely me. And the second thing that caught my eye was this sea to sky gondola thing. So, it's one of those things where you take a gondola ride up a pretty tall mountain. And I was looking through at their prices, right? And if you scroll down, they have, like adult price, senior price, child price. But then I saw that they also have this thing that's called Buster the dog.
Okay.
And so, and in parentheses, it said in all caps, ride down only. And I was like, what? What? Like,
Also, how does it get up?
exactly. And I was like, what? I was like, okay. And so I navigated through their website and found more information about this whole Buster the dog situation. And they have like all these rules where, okay, it's like you can take your dog up, but then once you get to the top, you have to put them into this special doggy playpen at the top of the mountain. Because for some reason, apparently they're not okay with you just having your dog on a leash while you're at the top of the mountain. I'm like, what? So like, honestly, if I go to this gondola, I'm going to spend like a solid 10 minutes just interacting with the dogs in the doggy playpen.
Very adorable.
Yeah, I just want to know like what catastrophes have happened in the past that they're like, we must pen up the dogs.
Do you want to know though? It can be pretty sad.
Oh no, that's so true. Oh my goodness. What if it's named after Buster who perished?
Oh no.
Oh no. If I ever go there, I'm gonna ask some minimum wage employee, hey, like, do you know the story behind this? And they're gonna be like, just be quiet and look at the view. But yeah, I'm excited to go to those places.
Yeah, that sounds super exciting.
Yeah, COVID permitting. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. I had duty last night, so I'm a little bit sleepy right now. But
And by the way, when Farida says duty, it's floor fellow duty.
Oh yeah.
I feel like you can't just say that. Like, who are you, Batman? Oh yeah, don't mind me. I was just like being a vigilante around Montreal.
Right, yeah. Actually, I was on like a call with some friends last night on duty, and duty for some reason with that group of friends refers to like biological duty, as in
Oh
taking a
my
number
gosh.
two. Yeah, so whenever I say the word duty to them, they're like, "Ha, she said duty."
Oh my god. Ladies and gentlemen, the responsible upper year floor fellows of McGill University. There's no one like them. Come to our school. We're prestigious.
Yeah, but one exciting thing that did happen actually just an hour ago is that we signed a sublease agreement for the
Oh, oh
summer.
my god, that's so exciting. So sad it's not a 12-month. I've been trying to convince Farida to sign a 12-month lease and live in Montreal for a year.
Yeah, to be clear, because she will potentially
Yes,
visit
because I
after
will.
4
Yes.
years of me living here and her not visiting. So
Yes. It's not just because I want her to like stay in Montreal for another year and like away from me. No.
yeah, she actually wants me to be further permanently.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's really nice. The people who are subletting to us let it off for really cheap, which was surprising.
Ooh,
Yeah, it's a really nice
cool.
place, and it has a balcony, which is very nice with
Ooh.
nice views.
As a kid, I was always like, "Oh, like I want a balcony, like I want a balcony." And I remember when we bought our house that we live in right now, my parents, like I don't think they were really gonna consider my opinion, but they were like, "Lisa, what do you want in our new house?" And I was like, "I would really like a porch," because I didn't know that there was different words for like a porch and a balcony. So I thought
Oh,
balconies. I was 5. I thought a balcony was called a porch, and I was like, "I
right.
want a porch. I want a porch." And they were like, "Okay, she like really wants a porch." So I don't know if I had told them balcony if it would have like changed their mind. But we like bought the house and I was like, "Oh, just have a balcony." Well, I guess like I thought porch, but
Yeah.
yeah, very exciting.
Yeah, one of the nice things about it is that there's a connected dep to the main floor, and a dep is a dépanneur for people who don't live in Montreal. It's basically like a convenience store, except a little more.
Oh,
And the thing is with this dep is that it has pretty much everything you could need to buy from a grocery store at slightly elevated prices, which is really
oh.
bad because I was talking to you earlier about how it's already bad that there's vending machines in the building I live in now because I keep like
Yeah.
buying late night snacks from there. And so now a dep with everything I could want is really bad.
That sounds like the dream. Honestly, like that's worth the up price of a couple dollars. I'll take it. Yeah, I think one of the student residences at UBC, not that I've been stalking them like crazy or anything, also has that. And if I got that residence, that would be really cool.
Yeah. Also, when you were telling me about the CBC Vancouver stuff,
Yes.
it wasn't like you were like, I'm considering moving to Vancouver. It was like I've already figured out what I'm doing in the next 2 years in Vancouver. Like
I've
I
already
already live there.
I've already bought my plane ticket. I have plans for whale watching in like November.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's just so pretty. But yeah, I'm excited you found a place.
Yeah, I'm excited too.
Alrighty, Frida, what's the squirrel of the week?
The squirrel of this week is Bagel Squirrel.
Ooh.
This actually comes from one of my coworkers who's been doing like kind of social media programming for his floor fellow students. So
Okay.
one of his things is to post a really cute animal on Mondays.
Oh, that's so nice.
And then this week he is visiting his partner in Ottawa, and this is like a squirrel that lives near her.
Oh, Ottawa squirrel.
Yeah, it's an Ottawa squirrel.
Ottawa bagel squirrel.
Yeah, and basically the squirrel apparently leaves bagels for her on the fire escape, which is adorable.
Wait, but like specifically bagels and not other baked goods.
It says specifically bagels.
What? That's so weird. Like, do you think there's like a Tim Hortons like near her house that just tosses all the bagels out back? And then that's how the squirrel is getting these bagels.
But
Like,
also, why is the squirrel sharing? Maybe the Ottawa squirrels are just nicer.
yeah, maybe. Yeah, the further north you go, the more Canadian they get.
Yeah.
That's really cute.
Yeah, it's also kind of funny because whenever we do these kind of floor fellow promo things in our respective Facebook groups or on social media, it's usually all the other floor fellows who are like, "Oh my god, so cute!" like reacting and all this stuff to try to get student engagement.
Oh my goodness. I would definitely be that student who's just there not engaging. Unless it's a squirrel, then I might be like, oh.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's just all the other floor fellows hyping each other up.
That's very cute. I'm glad your job consists of this.
Yeah.
This podcast is sponsored by Kickin' Back Alpaca Ranch. Kickin' Back Alpaca Ranch is an alpaca farm near Collingwood, Ontario that's run by Carolyn and Doug Lillyman. They raise beautiful alpacas, offer close-up alpaca tours, and create wonderful products from alpaca fiber. At the moment, all their tours are in small groups and last between 45 and 90 minutes. During this time, you'll get the chance to pet the alpacas, feed them treats, and take lots of photos. You even get to learn all sorts of interesting facts about the species, like why they don't like it when you touch their heads. Plus, after the tour, you get to visit their store and check out some cute alpaca products. I was surprised to see the range of items they offer, including socks, dryer balls, and get this, alpaca plushies made using real alpaca fiber. I myself have visited their ranch this past summer. My favorite part of my tour was without a doubt seeing all the cute baby alpacas, who are also known as crias. They're just so adorable. My favorite cria was Pipsqueak, who is a small, fluffy white alpaca. But lately, I think I'm taking a real liking to Paisley, who is a young alpaca that looks like she always has a tiny smile on her face. It's especially fun getting to feed them treats. The feeling of their mouths nibbling against your palms is just such a delight. Kickin' Back Alpaca Ranch is open year-round and are currently following all government protocols regarding COVID-19. You can book a tour at www.alpacatours.ca. Their alpaca products are also available for purchase online at www.laslyn.com, that's LASLYN.com, or at the link in the show notes. You can also follow them on social media at the links in the show notes for cute alpaca photos. But most importantly, book a tour and pay those cute alpacas a visit.
So what are we doing today, Lisa?
Well, today, in honor of our podcast's half birthday, woo, we're going to be playing a game called How Well Do You Know Your Co-Host? That's right, we're switching it up. So since this is the 15th episode, we're going to be at the same time, 3, 2, 1, answering a total of 15 questions about each other. And, you know, like if you're thinking, wow, like won't that be super chaotic, especially in audio format? The answer is yes. We hope you enjoy. All right, so how this is going to work is that me and Farida are going to alternate between asking questions from this list that we have over here, and we're going to count down 3, 2, 1, and then we're going to answer at the same time. We'll see if we have the same answer, and if not, maybe we'll have a little fight about it. So we're going to start with the questions that are more related to podcasting content. So question number 1 is, who is more likely to be late to a podcast meeting? 3, 2, 1,
Both.
Okay, I have elaboration on this though, because I feel like you're way more likely to completely forget about a podcast meeting. Like, I don't think I've ever completely forgotten and just been like napping. I feel like I'm almost more likely to be late, but when I'm late, it's like maybe like 5 to 10 minutes. But I feel like you're definitely more likely to be like catastrophically late or just absent.
Yeah, I think that's pretty fair. The problem is that usually we're not late at the same time, so there's always someone waiting.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like we're both late to the same things.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's been better, I think.
Yeah, I mean, we've talked about this before because in high school, I was absolutely crazy about being on time. Like, I was so, like, weird thing to brag about, but I used to be so on top of everything. And then I feel like over uni, Farida's been getting better at, like, scheduling and, like, being on time for things, and I've gotten progressively more relaxed about it. And so we've, like, officially reached that point where we're, like, in the middle, and I think we're, like, about to cross each other.
Yeah. All right, so question number 2 is, who eats more often during meetings? 3, 2, 1, Lisa.
Both? Okay, here's the thing. What does eating mean? Because if it's a meal, I feel like it's you. But if it's like a snack 10 minutes before the guest is about to arrive, definitely me.
I beg to differ. I think it's always you. I think I've eaten a meal maybe like once or twice.
That's true. Okay. Yeah, okay. I accept. Like, the number of times that we've had a guest pop up and like their thing is shown in gray, but it seems like they're about to be fully in the room soon, and I have like a half of a Kit Kat bar in my mouth. It's too many times. You'd think I would learn.
Yeah, I think at the beginning I used to get like really nervous about like, Lisa's not done her snack yet, but
my
the guest
God.
is here.
It's okay.
I think I've just chilled out since then.
Yeah. Question number 3. Who has done the most embarrassing thing while recording? 3, 2, 1,
Lisa.
Okay, do you know that kind of bias when people take multiple choice quizzes or multiple choice studies and they just answer the same thing for everything? I feel like I'm having that kind of bias, but maybe it's just the questions we're asking. Like, because I feel like the most embarrassing thing that like has happened is just, you know, like some kind of bodily function or some kind of
Usually
like bodily
burping,
noise.
yeah.
Frida. I was trying to spare them
I
from
think
the
saying
word.
bodily function sounds way worse than burping.
Okay, to everyone, I just want to say Frida's threshold for what is like too embarrassing to be included on the podcast is way less conservative than mine.
Yes.
Me, I'm like, okay, we like shouldn't talk about burping. I like don't want my employers to hear that. Frida's like, bring it all. I have no shame.
I'm not
I'm a
saying to
human.
show burps on the podcast at all. I'm just saying like people burp. That's a normal thing to
Yeah, that is a thing. So yeah, I feel like that's probably the most embarrassing.
Actually, I don't know if this is the most embarrassing, but it is pretty funny about when you were telling Doc Rock about your very
Oh
constrained
god.
bladder and also your tolerance.
Why are you bringing it up again?
It's so funny.
You make it sound like I just decided that would be like a nice conversation topic. Like we were literally talking about peeing on nude beaches, so I feel like it wasn't too much of a stretch.
It was just funny that you decided to personalize it to your specific situation.
Yeah, but like, have you met me? That's like a core part of my identity.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, but I think we generally just like things fall over or we just stumble over our words. Yeah, lots of little embarrassing things I think happen.
Yeah.
The other day I went to unplug my humidifier and just randomly turned on the lamp because
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, like for context, Frida's humidifier looks ish lamp-like. Like it's not, it's bigger.
It's just beside my lamp.
Yeah, it's beside her lamp. I didn't even see it though. I was doing my own business, but she told me, and I'm glad she did.
Okay, question number 4 is who's more likely to have a tech issue during a meeting? 3, 2, 1, both.
The guess?
Yeah, that's fair. The guess is a pretty fair answer.
Yeah, but they're also allowed to have tech issues because you know they're not supposed to.
Yeah, I think we've had a huge range in the tech capabilities of our guests.
That's definitely true, but I think that's just because there's a huge range in the tech capabilities of people.
Yeah.
Including life sci undergrads, graduates, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I feel like generally you are more likely to have tech issues.
Okay, here's the breakdown in my brain is that I think pre-new computer, it was definitely me because everything took so long to load. And then my computer could not do multiple things at once. But now with new computer, I can beat Lisa to everything, which is very fun.
The funny thing that I was about that I want to say is that I feel like for me, since I got my new computer, it's gotten worse for me.
Yeah.
Because the sound settings on Windows are just buried under like 5 layers of clicking. And I'm like, this is such a basic thing, changing your input volume. Why was it so hard to find out?
Yeah, I find this kind of funny because before you got this new computer, you were kind of making fun of me for like not being able to find the sound settings. I'm like, this is horrible.
I just couldn't. I just couldn't conceive that like the 100 people who worked on like the Windows software all thought it was like a good idea to do this.
Yeah.
Or just like maybe one intern like put it there and then no one bothered to check. Like, I don't
guess,
know.
Yeah.
Question number 5. Who comes up with more ridiculous business ideas? 3, 2, 1.
Lisa.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we both do come up with a decent amount of business ideas, but I feel like mine are like, this is a logical step to take.
I feel like my ideas are all really reasonable and logical, and I just feel like your ideas are just completely out there.
No, it's not a bad thing. They're just creative and it's good to have that.
They're cute, yeah.
Yeah, I like them. Yeah, but mine are just like, here is a problem we're having. This is a potential solution. Yours are like, let's do a squirrel of the week.
Yeah. Let's mail physical postcards to our $5 a month patrons, even though it's going to cost us $1 to do it. It's worth it.
Yeah. Okay, now moving on to the not podcast related questions. Question number 6. Who's more likely to lock themselves out of their house more than once?
I feel like I need a minute to think about this. Because the fact that it says more than once is like tripping me up. Because like, what is it saying? Like, is it really saying like who is less likely to learn from their mistakes? I feel like that might be me.
3, 2, 1, Lisa.
I've actually never locked myself out of my house, but also I've never lived in a house where it was possible to get locked out. So, like, I've only ever lived in a dorm or in my family house where there's usually someone at home if I forget my key or something.
Yeah, I think this has also been the case with living at home, is that we have a lock that is just a
Uh-huh.
code.
No, please tell me more about the lock situation on your house. What's the floor plan?
But then also as a kid, I used to be very forgetful, and so as an adult,
Oh.
I'm like ultra careful that I don't forget things, I feel like, because I've just had a history of like forgetting things everywhere. And so luckily this apartment and my last apartment, I have not locked myself out once.
That's
So,
good. I have this one thing where wherever I'm out, or just in general, like not even when I'm out, but when I'm just like at at a place that is not my room or my home,
right.
I'm constantly misplacing my phone. When I say constantly, like it's like you're like, oh yeah, like she forgets where it is like once or twice. Like no, it's literally like I'll put it in my pocket and then a minute later I'll be like, oh wait, I need to check where we are. And then I'll be like, where's my phone? And this will happen like 10 to 20 times a day, and
Yeah.
it's recent too. Like I never had an issue with this prior to the pandemic, so I don't know if there's a correlation or causation.
Yeah, I also do that a lot. I just throw it on the bed and then it gets mixed up in my sheets.
Yeah, yeah. And someone starts calling you and you're like, crap, 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 crap.
Yeah.
I feel like this question is just Lisa and Frida reveal way too much about the security of their family homes.
Also, on the theme of revealing way too much about our security systems.
Oh, yes, yes, yes.
In all my past places, I've always done the thing of phone, wallet, keys as I'm heading out the door.
Yes.
But the apartment that I'm in now has like a card as the key. So it's
Okay.
I've had to like adjust to being like phone, wallet, wallet.
Oh, phone, wallet, wallet.
But my brain hasn't fully adjusted, so it actually goes phone, wallet, keys, no wait, wallet.
Oh, that's so cute. Oh my goodness. I want to make a poster that says that. Question number 7. Who is more likely to adopt a cat? 3, 2, 1.
Lisa.
Okay, but here's the thing, like I'm scared of cats.
I think you're in general more likely to adopt an animal. But also, I thought it was funny that you specifically wrote cat because you wrote this question on the doc.
Yeah.
Because I'm actually allergic to cats, but I like them more than you do.
I did not know you were allergic to cats. Since when?
Since forever, but I also really like them. So I usually just end up sounding like a dude while like snuggling up to a cat.
You're so adorable. I love you so much. Yeah, I mean, I couldn't put dog because I felt like that there would have been no debate there whatsoever. Yeah. I also like that you said that I'm more like likely to adopt an animal, but like meaning that I'm more likely to adopt anything that isn't a human. Like I feel like you're more likely to adopt a human child at this stage in our lives.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd also probably do a better job of raising them. Also the cat too, probably. Like it's like the hero you need versus the hero you deserve. Like, you're the hero the cat needs. I'm the hero they get. So enjoy this woman who's afraid of you.
It's okay. That makes us both heroes.
Mm.
Question number 8 is who is most likely to laugh at the wrong moment? 3, 2, 1, both?
Me?
Why do you think it's you?
I just feel like you have better understanding of social cues.
I feel like you claim this, but you're actually not bad at that at all, I feel like.
Yeah, but that's because like I'm not bad at it when I interact with you or with other people who are slightly strange.
I guess. I think I noticed it more because I do the editing, so I have to like hear any crappy takes that we have.
Oh god.
But the other thing is that I think I'm also likely to laugh at the wrong moment because my computer used to be very laggy, and so it'd be like I hear something and then a tragic story and then I laugh and it's bad.
Yeah. That's so true. I mean, yeah, I guess there's 2 ways of interpreting this question.
Yeah.
I know this one person through the poetry stuff that I do. and I Skyped them once to talk about some poetry things. And they have this type of humor where they go so quick between like funny things and sad things, and funny
Right.
things and sad things. And I'm just like, whoa, wait, that was funny, but then also depression, but then like, oh, you're hilarious, but then when do I just I'm just like, I'm scared I'm gonna start laughing because they say something funny, and then I'm gonna keep laughing while they talk about something tragic.
That's how I feel about watching Patriot Act on Netflix, where it's like the topics are super serious, but the jokes are really funny. So I
Yeah,
feel weird about laughing.
yeah, but like the difference there is that Hassan Minaj is not gonna judge you if you laugh at an inappropriate
I
time.
guess.
Question number 9. Who is most likely to be in a commercial? I feel like I'm just sensing a common theme among like all these answers. Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Lisa. Yeah, I think Lisa, has the personality for entertainment.
Wow. Not. I feel like that was an insult, but
No,
I'm not
it was
sure
not.
why.
I think it also is
You
what
just
makes you a great podcast co-host.
Yep, yeah, like, I mean, you basically just told me I have the personality that suits commercials, which means I have the personality to hold a Roomba and be like, "This thing changed my life." Which, I mean, like, honestly, I can see myself doing in real life,
I think
so
you almost did a commercial for the ziplining place in Vancouver at the
Oh,
beginning
yeah,
of this
possibly. Yo,
episode.
do you think they would sponsor
Oh my
That'd be
god,
such a
this is gonna be
maybe
another alpaca farm situation.
Have we mentioned on the podcast before about how you are wary about us sponsoring an alpaca farm, or vice versa, being sponsored by an alpaca farm because they have a physical location? And I was like, "What? I see no problem with this."
And then they almost accidentally sponsored an entire year of our
Yeah,
podcast.
something like that.
Yeah, but I think you'd be excited about stuff to do the commercial. But then also one time I was watching a sitcom where these two people were hired to be background actors, but then they were
Uh-huh.
just so enthusiastic that they were really bad at being background actors and got fired from that role. And I feel like that's a potential problem that Lisa could run into, where she's just too enthusiastic about being in the background.
Wait, you're saying if I was in a commercial, I would be in the background of the
No,
commercial?
I'm saying if
Rude.
you were hired to be someone who's like just a background actor, you would just be very excited.
Yeah, I'd be like, "Oh my god, what does that bouncing thing do? Does it bounce the light? Oh my god, does
Yeah,
it bounce the light onto that person's
exactly.
face? Oh my god, what does that do in post-production?"
Right. So this makes me question whether you are most likely to be in a commercial if you were like a background person.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Like I'll get cut off.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
maybe.
for adorable reasons.
Yeah.
Question number 10 is, who's more likely to become a hoarder? 3, 2, 1, Lisa?
Neither.
Yeah, I agree with your answer. I forgot that neither was an option. I don't think either of us are particularly hoarding tendencies.
The thing is, I feel like the reason I wouldn't become a hoarder is it would just bother me after a point, and I'd be like, no, like we gotta deal with this. And I feel like the reason you wouldn't become a hoarder is that you just as a person don't gravitate towards things. So like if there was anything you would hoard, it would be like plastic bags or something.
Something very functional.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's very accurate.
Yep. Okay, question number 11. Who is more likely to go bungee jumping? This is a tricky one because I'm afraid of height.
Wait, okay, don't give me information. Hold on. I want this one unbiased.
You know I'm afraid of heights.
I didn't know that.
You didn't know I'm afraid of heights?
No? You're like,
Listen.
oh, I'm gonna go on this treetop thingy, and then I'm gonna go ziplining, then I'm gonna go to this gondola place.
I've had this conversation so many times with my girlfriend where like she said something that radically changed my perspective on everything. She was like, I feel like everything that you truly love, you're also a little bit afraid of. And I was like, you're so right. Like I'm a little bit afraid of animals. I love dogs, and like in my heart I love cats. Like heights, like rock climbing, I'm like really into that. Like on paper. Yeah. Fire is another one. I love fire. Like, especially setting them in places I shouldn't know. Just kidding. No, I love fire, but I'm terrified. 3, 2, 1, Farida.
Both?
Both? I would have said
So-
neither, if not both. Well, I guess neither and both are equally, like, they don't, I guess it's like same difference kind of situation.
Yeah, this was my thing, is that I actually wanted to say equal because I don't think it's likely that either one of us are really gonna be bungee jumping, but I think we're equally likely to either do or do not.
Yeah. I mean, I think I have a greater desire than you to go bungee jumping, but I think like at the top, I would have a harder time getting myself to take that leap.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
You
also
know?
afraid of heights, so but I also want to. So yeah, I think we're in the same boat where it's like actually, I think this is like when in grade 12 we planned to go to Canada's Wonderland. I basically before that
Uh-huh.
trip told all my friends who'd gone before that they not to let me chicken out and to like make sure I
Oh my
sit in
goodness.
the roller
Yeah,
coaster.
that's not what I tell people. I'm like, if I run, don't even try to come after me.
I was like, listen, I know I'm gonna try to chicken out when I'm there. You have to force me to get into the scene. And then I did, and it was really fun. And I went the first
Aw.
ride I took there was the Behemoth, and it was
Oh my
great.
goodness. The thing is that at this point, so I do this thing a couple times a year where I remember that roller coaster point of view videos exist, and then I
Right.
spend about half an hour looking through like all the point of view videos for like the tallest coasters in the world, and especially Wonderland. And so I feel like at this point I've like quote unquote been on the Behemoth so many times virtually that when I actually do it, it won't be as bad because I'll kind of know when all the big drops are gonna come. So,
I feel like that's
yeah.
worse because then you're gonna start anticipating it, or
No,
you're just
I
gonna
like
not.
knowing it. I like
Interesting.
being able to prepare myself for it.
Okay. Question number 12 is who is more likely to win the lottery? 3, 2, 1,
Neither?
neither. Yeah.
What's
First
your
of all,
reasoning?
it kind of feels like a trick question because it's like, it's really, I guess, dependent on how many lottery tickets you buy, but
Yeah.
also there's just so little chance in general that it's just neither, no matter who you are.
Yeah. Actually, now that I think about it, this was a weird question for me to write.
That's okay.
It kind of implies that some people are inherently more lucky than others, which is
A whole other topic.
yeah.
But yeah, I don't think either of us are particularly inclined to buy lottery tickets and stuff.
No, I don't think so. I do genuinely think, like, maybe a couple times a month, just think to myself, like, "Wow, if I won the lottery and I won, like, $10 million, what would I do with that?" And then I just have a nice time, like, budgeting in my head.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think it's a good thought experiment, not a good
Yeah,
actual
it's
financial
fun.
situation or financial decision to
Yeah.
make.
But yeah, so question number 13 is who is a better liar? It'd be funny if we actually lied about our genuine answer to this. 3, 2, 1,
Lisa?
me. Why do you even say that with hesitation?
I feel like in real life context, I don't think you can actually pull off lying.
Rude. I have hidden the fact that I am the secret Santa of my girlfriend for like a month and a half before.
Yeah, I guess. You also could not hide that you got her the Among Us plushies, but anyway, I will not add salt to the wound. I think in real life you're very excited about stuff, but when it comes to Among Us, amazing liar.
I am not an amazing. What do you mean? I'm not an amazing liar in Among Us.
It's not that you're an amazing liar, it's that I'm a very bad liar
Yeah,
in
I
those
think that's
kind
what
of
it is.
games. I
Yeah,
just get
yeah,
very anxious and cannot hold my ground.
yeah.
Yeah, so I guess it's
Anyways,
you, but neither of us are great.
yeah, I mean, what can we say? We're just like really honest people. Okay, you ready to get to the really good stuff?
Oh man, these are very interesting questions. Okay, question 14. Who is most likely to start World War III? In brackets, it says accidentally or on purpose.
So I guess there's like two questions here. So maybe when we answer, we can say blank and blank.
Okay, sure.
I need to think about this.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I have my answer.
Oh man, I'm really not sure. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Lisa
Farida and me.
neither. Wow, neither of them
Wait,
lined up.
yeah, that did really. I felt like. I mean, I do feel like there was a lot going on there.
Yeah.
Wait, okay, so let's deal with the accidentally first.
Right. Why do you think it's me first?
I don't know. I feel like you've told me a couple stories where you were like, yeah, like I didn't realize the other day that this thing would do that. So like I did this and now this happened. Like I don't know why, but I just like have that tone of voice and like that storyline as like a memory in my head, but I can't pinpoint any specific example.
It's just too common that it's just the arc of general stories I tell you.
Maybe. Yeah, possibly. Wait, what was your answer on this?
I said you.
Me. Okay.
Yeah. I guess I don't really have evidence.
What could me in all my infinite power possibly do to actually start World War III? Like write a poem that goes really viral? Like
I think I said you because maybe you'll do something whimsical that like has like a butterfly effect into something really bad. I don't know. It's just like I think you do things that are more creative and so potentially also.
I just do like more things and so probabilistically.
Yeah. Yeah, but the other thing we've realized from recording this podcast is that I have a really hard time not pressing a button if there is one available.
What do you mean?
Like,
wait, what?
I think when we played the Jackbox games, there's one game where like you're not supposed to press a button until the very end. I immediately got into the game and was like, oh my god, a button, can I press it? And then even on our recordings, I'm like, I kind of want to press the button even though we're not really ready to
Frida,
record.
what can I personally do to reduce your chances of becoming president of the United States?
Well, you're in luck because I wasn't born in the United States. So.
Oh, well.
Yeah. What about the on purpose? What did you say for on purpose?
I don't remember.
I think you said you.
Possibly. That seems like something I might say.
Yeah. So it seems like we're both very committed to our answers.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Do we really want to go this far?
Yeah, I don't know. I can't imagine what we could do to start World War III.
Yeah. Like, honestly, this is purely hypothetical because I don't think any of us have potential. Like, what am I going to do? Cure cancer? Then someone suddenly everyone's like, okay, we fixed the cancer. Now war. Like...
Okay.
All right. This is it. The last question. Question number 15. Who is more likely to become ruler of the world?
I'm not even sure I know what that means.
I have an answer.
Okay, I feel like for this one we should choose one of us and not just both or neither.
Oh gosh, all right. There goes my
there goes my cop-out answer.
3, 2, 1.
Lisa?
Okay, I say Farida because clearly as a floor fellow, she is one step closer than me to having control over a people.
Of people?
A people. Those people being the residents of whatever your apartment is.
Yeah, to be clear, in our role, I don't actually control my students. But that's interesting. I was just gonna say, I mean, yeah, I don't think either of us are really super likely. No. I don't even know what ruler of the world means. But also, Lisa is super organized and good at doing things like on a scheduled and regular basis before deadlines and stuff. So I just feel like by sheer organization skills, she'll somehow end up being ruler of the world. I don't really know how you become ruler of the world.
I feel like the way you just logicked that was like, if A, then B, then C, then Z. I was like, I don't understand.
Right, but
okay.
You have to understand like how Z happens, and I don't. And so
yeah. I like this question because it presumes that there one day will be such a thing. Like, not only will you be ruler of the world, you will be the inaugural ruler of the world. Will you use your power for good or for evil?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, like if someone offered me that position, I'd just be like, yeah, like pass. Like that's way too much responsibility. Like I don't think I could even be like mayor or anything of a city. Like I just don't want to have that responsibility.
Yeah, that's the other thing I was thinking about. I was like, I don't know if it's Lisa because on the one hand, it's like, yeah, sheer organizational skills, but on the other hand, it's like she's afraid to change to Gmail. So I'm not sure.
What does this have to do with becoming ruler of the world?
Just like changing to a new system and having more responsibilities and stuff. It's like I feel like you like to have very well defined responsibilities.
I feel like Farida's really reaching here to apply the day-to-day functions of our lives to this question. Because
I don't know how else you would possibly extrapolate. Like,
yeah, just like desire to have dominion over other people, I suppose.
Are you implying that's more for me?
No, I'm just applying maybe this was a bad question.
Potentially.
But we chose it, and that is the podcast, so huzzah. Hey, if you made it all the way here, congratulations, maybe especially for this episode. It's time for a review of the podcast. Woo! Farida, what does this week's review say?
This week's review is from Parisa. Parisa writes, as a student about to graduate with the life science degree, I found this podcast incredibly helpful for my late night postgraduate panicked states. The hosts are friendly and sweet, and the conversations are a joy to listen to. Aw, that's super sweet.
Such a nice review by Parisa. If you, listener, would like to leave us a review, you can do so by going to Apple Podcasts. We have the link right down below in our show notes. It's just so easy. Just like scroll down, like a few phone screens. It's right there. Feel free to include honest feedback about the podcast. You can let us know if you liked this special episode, and we'll almost definitely read a review on the show. This has been a special half-birthday episode of So You Got a Life Sci Degree. We want to give special thanks to a crew of lovely patrons, including our Little Leaf patrons Naeem, Daniil, Shafiq, Rafik and Shamima, and our fantastic foliage patron, Stephanie. If you would like to become the supporter of this podcast, you can visit our Patreon at patreon.com/soyougotalifestyledegree. The music you're hearing is No Regrets from audiohub.com. Thanks for listening and see you next time.